Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Janet Wright and this is a video that is a great walkthrough video you could use at any time, and it also is part 2 of the energy recap videos for today's group healing. And today's date is the 6th of February 2018. And it's Tuesday, so this was the third of the 3 healing set called the Triplet Group Energy Healing Set. And this video will have 1 or 2 or 3 steps in it. We'll see. The main process that will be in this video will be deep thought healing to help you to resist less and help you to be able to receive. Receiving is really key for self-healing, because if you can't receive, you can't really heal yourself. So that's a big deal. And receiving, if you can't receive, also you tend to not realize times when it's better to, have somebody collaborate with you. You maybe try to do everything on your own and then you feel bitter and exhausted, So these are really important things. And also for energy flow awareness. So the 3 things for non-resistance, for receiving, and for energy flow awareness. And energy flow awareness is important and helpful just so you kind of get more of an intuitive sense in your daily life of when you need to take a deep breath, when you need to reground, when you need to center yourself. And then also too, your meditations tend to be I think easier because you're more aware of the effects of what you're doing. And so you, it's easier to motivate yourself to work on yourself because you're like, oh, I feel that. Oh, that's better. Oh, So great. So let's get started. So I do have a video called Discussing Deep Thought, which is really nice. And it's a half-hour long. So you would be basically the world's expert on the deep thought healing method if you wanted to watch that video. This will be more the quick intro to using deep thought healing, which is fine. You could just use this video by itself. So this is the deep thought healing basic idea, that you imagine out in front of you 3 areas like this, and so you imagine like a 3D model, right? Where there's like a rectangular sort of cube right here that represents your 8th chakra. Really, your 8th chakra is like up here. There's the top of your aura, and then at least 3 feet above that is your 8th chakra. It's an energy center that does not and should not come into your physical body. It is you, it's part of you, but it's a part of you that doesn't get down into the nitty-gritty experiential aspects of your life. It's just very wise and helps you by sending down healing energy and wisdom that you've gained from past lives. So it's this very Zen, big picture, sort of like divine timing, kind of chill energy, which is super useful. And those of you that have panic issues, I would say you need more 8th chakra energy. I mean, you need more earth energy too. It's sort of a balance of upper and lower. So you need the earth energy, you need more rooting, particularly coming into your legs. But you also need that 8th chakra energy to just calm you down. Because 8th chakra energy is very calming. It's like, whoa, suddenly I realize there's nothing to be afraid of, and it's true. But, so it's not like a delusion, but it's great. Okay. So anyway, you imagine these 3 areas out in front of you. And if you need to, write this in your meditation journal, these sections, 8th chakra, then conscious mind, then subconscious mind, right? And so, you just imagine like little rectangular cubes that, that touch each other, because you definitely want them to touch, because the surfaces, the angels call them blending surfaces, like between here and here. You actually want there to be flow between these 3 areas, because you want that Zen wisdom from your 8th chakra to permeate both your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. And then you want all the knowledge that you actually do have in your subconscious mind to flow upward to the extent that's healthy, so that you know what you need to know when you need to know it, basically. So, and, some of you may have heard me say, I actually have this like on my wall, where I can see it. So I can see it, as a meditative reminder. But I mean, you don't have to do that, but you could write it down in your journal. So first what we did is a blue soak, which there is a blue soak video, which is really nice. So that could be a nice supporting video if you feel like doing that one. Blue soak is in the title. It's in the Quick Techniques playlist. And so the quick version of that is you just imagine these, 3 areas out in front of you, copies of these 3 areas. So your 8th chakra, your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, and then you bring up earth energy from the center of the earth at a blue vibration, like a lightish medium blue. So like turquoise or aqua, and you just bring up that blue energy and you soak the subconscious mind section and the conscious mind section with that blue earth energy. So that's not you're soaking your aura, you're soaking copies of your subconscious mind and your conscious mind with blue. Because soaking your aura in blue would be a little too triggering for your lower chakras, because they like slower moving vibrations like red, orange, and yellow. So anyway, we're just soaking your conscious mind and your subconscious mind sections, which are, you have these copies out in front of you, right? So just bring up blue earth energy, like a nice, throat chakra kind of color. So like the color of this, aqua, purple, aqua, light blue, that kind of turquoise. So just bring that up and soak those 2 areas with that earth energy at the light blue color, turquoise color. Oh, that is so calming. I'm so going to leave that up the rest of this video. So that's called a blue earth energy soak for your deep thought areas, basically. I mean, the understanding is, not to soak your 8th chakra in blue earth energy, because your 8th chakra is fine the way it is. It's gold. So you just imagine it gold. But anyway, so we did that first, and I took my time with that because I felt like some of the participants would really benefit. I mean, it's fun for everybody and really helpful for everybody, but I felt like I needed extra time with that for some people. They just needed to be comforted more. The people that resisted more and, had trouble letting go and were more, panicky and imbalanced emotionally, I let that soak go extra long for them. Plus, it's good for everybody. So you can just leave that up. And that was kind of a big deal for some of the newbies to do that, even just that. So for everybody, then what I did is I did just a micro, I brought up yellow earth energy up through everybody's, so an earth energy soak, but just yellow. And to soak, and just a little bit of Divine Gold Sandstorm just throughout the aura and the grounding, just to make sure that everything's releasing. Because a couple of my newbies kind of just, they never experienced their mind getting healed, in this life. So it's kind of a trippy thing for them. So I wanted to, I don't want anyone to have that kind of, freak out. So, I mean, they weren't freaking out, but you know what I mean? I want to nurture people through the process so that's pleasant. So anyway, so we did just that for a second. Well, like maybe a half a minute. And then we went back to the deep thought healing stuff, but this time, in addition to the soak part, we did clearing, energy clearing for, again, non-resistance, receiving, and flow awareness. So what you do is, there are several different ways to do this. You could just pick one of those and do one at a time. So be like, okay, well, where's the energy blocks that most make me resist, most keep me in resistance, and again, if you're panicky, you have an issue with resistance. I'm just saying. If you're cranky, you have an issue with resistance. We all do. I will be perfectly honest with you. I have an issue with, everybody, yesterday I worked, a lot of my meditations were about clearing energy blocks that, you know, keep me in resistance. Just because, I mean, you can just keep working it, and then you just, spirit gets lighter and more flowing and lighter and more flowing, and then you hear your angels better, and it rocks. It rocks. So anyway, so like I said, you could pick one of those qualities that we did and just really just do that one. But you could do all three at once too. You know, you're looking for energy blocks that keep you in resistance, or block your receiving, or block your flow awareness. And just imagine these three areas and just think, because the energy blocks are going to be in this blending surface, or this area, or this blending surface, or this area, right? Because your 8th chakra is going to be fine. That is good. You just want to make sure that that energy can shine down through these areas. So look at this blending surface, this area, this blending surface, or this area. Just imagine them and just think, okay, just be aware of some energy block that's healthy and gentle for you to clear, that will help, you know, one or all of these aspects we were talking about. So when I do that, for me, I am aware of the middle section, the conscious mind section, like some white rocks, kind of big ones. So, and again, so for me, it's right here, but it could be, you know, like I said, in any of this area, and just imagine what it looks like with your imagination. And then if it's black, you can just kind of go ahead with the gold light and start melting it away. If it's white, sometimes I like, you know, making sure that it soaks with the blue earth energy, because that'll kind of calm it down and lower the vibration a little bit, make it easier to clear. So I'm soaking my white chunky energy blocks with the blue earth energy first, and then I'm just using lots of gold light. Sometimes I like imagining it like gold fire, but you know, gold water, gold glitter, gold fire, gold soap, whatever works for you. And I just melt away those energy blocks that you noticed. And sometimes I like combing through it. Sometimes I just like focusing on those energy blocks, you know, like both hands around them, and just kind of imagine, you know, melting them like that. So mine just cleared. If you're having trouble clearing yours, just say, angels, can you help me clear that? You know, as long as you tried a little, I think your angels will be fine with, you know, finishing it up for you. So let's do another one. Okay, so any energy blocks that keep you in resistance, or keep you from receiving, or keep you from being aware of your energy flow. Okay, so it could be in any of these areas. So just imagine, just let your mind find an area. So for me, it's this surface now, between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. And it just looks kind of hard, like black, rocky, like a board that's black, rocky, you know, covered in black rocks. So I'm just gonna melt it away with gold light. So lots of gold light. And the more you center yourself, like if you just relax and try your best to just relax and be centered as you do it, the faster it'll clear. Like I just recentered and it cleared real fast. So because if you can like easily kind of fixate on it, and then you're putting your energy into it, so it's not going to melt fast. All right, so and if you didn't clear whatever you were trying to melt, just ask your angels to help you clear it with your mind. Angels, can you help me clear that? And I'm reminded that I did one more step in this section. We did collapsing gold net. I did it for people, but you can do it now. You can do a collapsing gold net all around these areas. And the reason you might do that is if you have a negative spirit, or I guess a person could be really kind of invested in, you know, like hanging out here too, like just have a lot of their energy there. Like say, you know, a classic stereotypical example might be an invasive mother, or, you know, kind of a micromanaging mother, or a, you know, judgmental mother-in-law or stepsister or whatever, you know. So, but it's good for negative spirits, you know, too. So you just imagine, you know, like a gold fishing net all the way around. Collapsing gold nets is its own video if you need a better walkthrough of it. But usually with collapsing gold nets, your giant collapsing gold nets, you're making it around yourself. But you can make it just around these deep thought areas, which is really nice. So just imagine the deep thought areas, the little 3D copy out in front of you, and then just gold nets all around it, right? So it's all encased in gold nets that are connected to each other, and then just collapse it in, and you're gonna catch up anything that doesn't belong in your deep thought areas. And then just drag that net out and give it to your angels. Say, angels, can you please recycle all that? And you can just hold it forward. You know, if you can't see your angels, that's okay. Just hold it forward and ask them with your mind, angels, please recycle all that. And that's fine, they will. I mean, they can see you even if you can't see them. And we did do that twice, that collapsing gold net in your deep thought areas. So one more time, make a big cube of gold nets all around it, and then collapse it in. And just remind yourself, I can let go, I can let go. And then just take all that that's not you and give it to your angels. Say, angels, please recycle that. All right, great. So let's do one more. So this one, I'm gonna do flow awareness because I think that's fun. But you can do it still for non-resistance or for receiving. But I'm gonna, I think personally I'm just gonna do for flow awareness, just for fun. But whichever you want, or all three, just be aware of whatever energy blocks are healthy and gentle for you to clear right now from these areas. So for me, it's so be aware for you, like what you just became aware of. What does it look like? Just use your intuition. Is it, black or white? It's usually what energy blocks are going to be those extreme vibrations. Not always, but often. And that could just be a multiple choice thing with your mind. You don't have to see it. Like if you can't perceive the color, that's fine. But do they look like boxes or rocks? And again, you can just kind of imagine. But for me, it looks like boxes in this part of my subconscious mind section, which, just for fun, has to do with a past life that I had, where I had a parent who was very, very phobic about energy and spirit, and actually was like like one of those fear-based religions where, that's all, demonic to be aware of your energy, and so that person was my parent, and so they kind of terrified me about being aware of my energy. So there's just a little bit of stress from that lifetime still in my subconscious mind of my spirit, right? So I'm just gonna wash away these energy blocks, and that way I won't be limited by that anymore. Yay! So just whatever energy blocks you were aware, and you don't have to know all the backstory. I just read that for you for a fun backstory example. Okay. It's irrelevant. You could just clear an energy block without knowing where it's from. But just bring up the blue earth energy if you want, cause mine are white, I'm going to do that just to calm it down a little bit. And then lots of gold light. Just wash it out with gold light. And the gold light, use it to melt away energy cords that are going into those energy blocks. The cords could be going from you to the blocks, or from other people subconsciously into those blocks. So melting away the cords is a good step, just so that it melts faster once the cords are gone. And then again, center yourself, breathe deeply. Yeah, mine cleared as soon as I breathed deeply. All right, cool. So that's using the deep thought healing technique. We did the blue soak of the deep thought healing technique. And we also just use deep thought healing to clear energy blocks from the conscious and subconscious mind. And I guess as a finisher, just comb downward. So you make sure that this gold light from your 8th chakra can reach both your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. Because that's one of the whole points. You want that 8th chakra energy to be able to permeate. So just comb downward. And just, with your intention, just melt away whatever's in the way of your 8th chakra energy, just kind of permeating both the conscious mind and the subconscious mind to the extent that is healthy for you. All right. And again, you can do this, on multiple days. It's not like, oh, I did it and now my mind is perfect. All right, cool. I guess, just reground, because that's what we did at the end of this. So just for 2 seconds in this video, just, be aware of your grounding, make it red or orange or yellow, nice and wide as your whole aura, as high as your 3rd chakra, and as wide as your aura, and all the way down to the core of the earth. So red or orange or yellow. I'm going to pick yellow. And then in the healing, we just did a quick soak. So bring up the earth energy at red or orange or yellow and just soak your whole aura with the red earth energy. Yellow or whatever color you picked. Just bring it up and soak your whole aura with it. And in the healing, we did a quick Divine Gold Sandstorm too, which is a whole different thing. If you don't know what it is, just look for any video that has DGS in the title, or a playlist that I have now called Quick Flow that has a lot of DGS walkthrough videos in it. But anyway, just Divine Gold Sandstorm, little flecks of gold light that you create and you send throughout your energy field and your grounding, just to unclog it and get everything releasing. So particularly at the bottom of your aura, those bottom layers, particularly the inner bottom layers right there, right under your legs or right under your feet, depending on how you're seated. Just get that flow going, releasing. There you go. Because you just did this deep thought work, which is very deep, and you want everything to release really well throughout the next day or two. So you could do any of those videos from my Quick Flow playlist. As a nice follow-up, in the next half day or day, just to keep releasing. All right, well, good job. Woohoo! You just did a deep thought healing technique for non-resistance, for receiving, for energy flow awareness. And the next video, if you're following them along for the recap for today, the next video will be linked at the end, and it will have Enthusiasm Healing in the title. Okay, bye.